You know that person in your life that you just know would benefit from a yoga practice, but they refuse to try it? They say things like, yoga's too hard, or yoga's too easy, I need a real workout. Or they say, yoga's for hippies, or yoga's for chicks, or anything not to go to practice. My favorite one is, I'm not flexible enough to do yoga, which is sort of like, I'm not clean enough to take a shower. Anyway, on February the 11th, from 12:30 to 2:30 here at Groove, I am going to do a workshop just for that person. We're going to strip out all of the leg behind your head poses. We're going to strip out all the Sanskrit, all the chanting, all the other things that make yoga maybe a little less approachable. And we're going to focus on just 3 things. The first thing we're going to focus on is the physical practice, and not complicated poses, because sometimes the most effective poses are not the really crazy, twisty ones. It's the simple ones done really well that strengthen your stabilizing muscles and build flexibility in the body and make your muscles feel longer and stronger at the same time. So we're going to go through a basic set of poses which will be plenty challenging for your friend, but will not be crazy, twisty, show-off poses. That's the first part. The second thing we're going to focus on is mental concentration. Now, anybody who's watched sports even, let alone been an athlete, can tell you that the most physically gifted performer on the field is not only always the best performer on the field. A lot of it has to do with your mental state, and you'll hear athletes talk about being in the zone. Yoga says you can go be in the zone by creating the zone. You don't have to wait for it to come to you. And it's a simple mental discipline. So we use yoga practice to create that. We practice it little by little by little every day by putting ourselves in a difficult situation and then relaxing into that moment and learning to slow things down through practice. I've worked with a lot of athletes at the collegiate, pro, and Olympic levels, and they tell me oftentimes that that's the most effective part of the yoga practice for them, the mental discipline. So we'll look at that. The third thing is about fueling the body. When I say that, I don't mean food. What I mean is air. The way that we breathe, it's so interesting, A lot of times when we're concentrating or when we're doing something physically difficult, we stop breathing, which is funny because it's exactly the time when you need it the most. Your body needs that nourishment, and we stop giving it. Well, in yoga, what we do is we go into a difficult position, a difficult pose, and we practice in that moment, reconnecting with a good, stabilizing, nourishing, healing breath. And through practice, little by little, it becomes second nature. And all of a sudden, you're performing better. You're more mentally alert. Your body's more able to do things. And you're nourishing your body and feeding it with good breathing work. So, if you have that person in your life, and I know many of us do whatever you need to do. Bribe them, threaten them, get a couple of guys and drag them bodily down to Groove and have them come take this workshop. I think they'll get a lot out of it, and maybe you'll get a buddy who can come to class with you from now on. If you have any questions or you want to talk about this, please send us a note to info@grooveyoga.com, or you can sign up directly on our website, www.grooveyoga.com. Look forward to seeing you.